Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and we are back again with another one. And just you know what, I have been working on this thing in my head. So I'm a person who hates to think of things in my head and make them remain there. I want to practicalize my ideas and see if they can come or can produce something out of it. So welcome to the first episode of this season, which is of 2021-2022, which of course we are going to be calling the first season of the show we are calling What the Hell Happened This Week? What the hell happened this week? And of course, the main news is we have to talk about, if we are talking about anything that happened this week, it's only Newcastle. Newcastle did the most, they got the best, and they showed the whole world. So, without wasting any time, we're gonna go and dive deep on all the things that happened this week and the other things that maybe we didn't do on the Football Connect, but we need to talk about. Mainly focusing on the Newcastle because I have the main news story. It's coming from Newcastle and their managing directors and what they're thinking of doing. Yes, I said directors because there are two. There's a pretty lady and this other guy on the side. We're gonna talk about that. It's just really crazy. I hope you guys are ready. Let's get this show started. I hope Newcastle fans are having the best thing ever in this life. Is that even the right way to say it? Let's get the show started. Hello, guys, and welcome back. This is Sam, and we are back again with another one. And the main story we are talking about is Antonio Conte being said he's really interested in the Newcastle job because, of course, he doesn't have a job. So, of course, he ought to be interested in this. But, I just want to say this. Since Newcastle came out, was it on Tuesday, that they had been bought by the most expensive man on the world. Oh no, by the most richest man in the whole world. Everybody, yes, I mean everybody wants a piece of the cake. Even me, a Liverpool fan, I'm hoping that I do so much news about Newcastle so that maybe they can give me a little bit of that money. I know I'm joking. And Antonio Conte doesn't want to miss on the heat as well. He also wants a little bit of the money, so he's by all chances putting his hands on it, just letting these guys know that he's interested. He wants the Newcastle owners to know that he's really pretty much interested in their job and he wants to take and see what he can do. Because one thing that Antonio Conte wanted was to have the opportunity to be like Maurizio Pochettino, for example, to be like Pep Guardiola, for example, to have the owner. What is the word I can use? To have the allowance to have enough to spend on any player he wants, then with no any worry that the manager or the directors will refuse him to spend that money. Then on top of that, use that to at least create a team that can challenge for anything, Champions League, Premier League, on anything that he wants, because he believes he is as good as Jose Mourinho. Because let's face it, everyone, whenever we're talking about Antonio Conte, we try by all means to compare him to Jose Mourinho. We know what Jose Mourinho has already done. So what he's trying to do is to at least have the opportunity that Jose Mourinho had when he got to Chelsea. Yeah, I mean, the early times. He wants to have the opportunity to be allowed to buy any player of his dreams, put them together, those players, and create the best team ever and win something. But on top of that, not forgetting this, he also wants a piece of that money. So Antonio Conte is not different from the rest. He wants to spend and eat a little bit of that money. And if he gets the Newcastle job, of course, because of the amount of money we have been told that these guys have, we have an idea that he's also going to get something from that money. I don't know if that is even the truth or what. I'm just throwing words out there anyway. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Antonio Conte will do something with this club? And which are the players who are going to come to the Newcastle? Yes, we are going to discuss about these things because some of these topics, some people somewhere somehow have already covered a piece of these topics, so we are going to be going in depth on those ones. But guess what, I said the show is what the hell happened in this week, so we are going to be looking at what happened in the Football Connect this week, and I'm just going to go through them all. I know I'm not gonna be smiling in all the things that I go through, but yeah, I gotta do it. That's why we are here. That's why I'm saying that. That's why I'm the host of this show. I won't like some of the things that I talked about, but I have no choice. I need to go through all of them. So, firstly, what happened? Remember, we came back on Tuesday. Yeah, I think we came back on Tuesday with everything. So, like I told you, the Football Connect has just made is promising you guys that we are always gonna be live each and every day of the week. One show every week around 9:30 my time, which you can cross check in your time zone so that you can check out from all the others episodes we have done already or the other videos we have already done this during this week. And we are going to try by all means to cover as much as we can during the weeks where the Premier League and other leagues are back, the Champions League as well. We are going to be talking about this as well. But like I said, what the hell happened this week? So the first thing that we came back with, we were talking about firstly, there's what we call the social media watch, something that we're going to continue doing, by the way, when the Premier League is back. But on top of that, we are going to be talking about the most important thing that I think the world needs to know is, are we sleeping on Mohamed Salah? Was the first topic we covered this week. We were talking about the performance that Mo Salah had put against Manchester City. The excitement was this. We saw him did an individual brilliance scoring that goal after the assist came from Curtis Jones, but we actually forgot that it came from Curtis Jones because of the movement he did to the finish of the game. So if you didn't watch that video, you can check it out. It was really amazing. I think I went more in depth to try to give people an idea of what Mohamed Salah can do so that at least as the world, we give him the respect he deserves. So you can go check it out. It's really an amazing, amazing show. I went in depth in this thing and I talked about a lot and lots of things. It was really amazing. I enjoyed that episode. Then we go on to the next one. What the hell happened this week? The other thing was the Manchester United players who uh, people who have more insight or who have more depth look into football than I do, who were talking about the players who are going to cost Manchester United from achieving the title that they want. So you can check it out. It was the next thing. It was really meant for the United supporters to go in depth in that. So I talked about the players, and in that show, it came out like this. We actually discovered that Scott McTominay and Fred were mostly the players that we had to look at because they were the players who were being highlighted as the players or the culprits who are going to cost Manchester United from showing their best or from showing the world that they can actually be a better team. But anyway, there will be more to talk about that one as well because a little birdie just told me, because the game has been played right now, that France just lost their defender and it is a Manchester United defender. So it's been confirmed that Varane just went out of a game with an injury. Remember, Maguire is still out of because of an injury. I don't know for how many weeks. And remember, the coming after the international break, the coming games are most likely going to be the worst games the United are going to go through, and it's gonna be crazy. I don't even know what's gonna happen. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think will really happen? Do you think that there's any way that they're gonna deal with this Manchester United to survive whatever they're gonna be dealing with? Let me know in the comment section. The other thing that we talked about as well after the Scott McTominay news, it was, of course, exactly the big one. The breaking news, the Saudi takeover of Newcastle. So this was really one of, I think I have to say, my favorite episode of the week. Why was it my favorite episode of the week? Cause Newcastle, I really have no any bad blood or anything to hold against Newcastle. When the other rivalries of the Alan Shearer era and also of all the things that happened, the Manchester United versus Newcastle, all the things that happened. I wasn't even born. I didn't. If I was born, I didn't even not even understand football. Let me know to those people who were there in those eras, because I didn't know what football was at those times. So I don't really know anything about to hold on against Newcastle, because I literally I'm just a yesterday kid, The things that might affect me is Everton, Liverpool, because yeah, of course, of the derby rivalry thing, and United City making us not to achieve anything, because that really affected me. And United, on the other hand, winning a little bit of Sir Alex Ferguson. That's when I remember let me just say, from 2008 going backwards in the Premier League. It's just me reading history. I literally have no idea what was happening there. That's all that I can tell you. But from then, I started to have an idea of football and coming out. So I literally have no anything that I know about Newcastle, and I can never hold any bad blood against Newcastle when I don't really know anything about. So the only thing that I can say I hold to Newcastle, which I think is actually of a place of caring, is this: the true Geordie, Brian from the kickoff. I follow those guys a lot. I really love them. Lawrence, of course, is my favorite, for mostly because they support Liverpool and the rest. And also, I can't hate the Chelsea man. All those guys, I follow them. I really enjoy them the most. The true Geordie, right? I always felt his pain every time. It was laughable pain, feeling him crying about how Newcastle and Steve Bruce was destroying him as a supporter of Newcastle. That's all I remember about that. I really felt sorry for him, and I really felt sorry for what he was going through. That's the only thing I can tell you. I can hold on when it comes to Newcastle. But rather than that, there is really nothing that I have for Newcastle that I can say I can hurt or what. Which I actually told the world that if Newcastle really becomes what I think they're gonna become in the next coming 5 to 10 years, according to what the directors are promising, I'm literally gonna try by all means to support them. As my second team after Liverpool, because I really don't have a second team after Liverpool. So that'll be my second team after Liverpool, because there's really no bad blood except when they're playing Liverpool. I'll be praying by God's grace that they lose. Anyway, that's a story for another day. So the Saudi takeover, we talked about what this guy was owning, that they're filthy rich and what they were gonna do. It was just crazy. I think I was really hyped on that video. If you can check it out, I was really, really crazy. I know the quality is not perfect, but trust me, the voice is there and you can hear what I was saying. I was really hyped. It was also one of my favorite episodes. You can check it out. Trust me, it will not disappoint. And after that, the thing that happened, which was on a Friday, the last show that I did before this one, which was on a Friday, which I literally was pretty much angry. Why was I angry? Because it was just announced that Cristiano Ronaldo had won the best player of the month in a month where Mohamed Salah had scored the same as Cristiano Ronaldo, but he had outdone him because he had assist over Cristiano Ronaldo. And on top of that, he was in a team that did not even lost a game. They managed to draw and win. Ronaldo was in a team that they lost. I said a lot, and I felt like it was a robbery. If you actually go on the Football Connect on my YouTube, on the YouTube platform, like on the YouTube page, you actually see I literally wrote, has corruption started on even monthly awards in the Premier League? Because that's all I can say. It was really pretty goddamn unbelievable. You can check it out. I was really angry. And you can even see that it affected me, because even my face right now is changing. It's really changing. I'm joking anyway, people. I've passed that a lot, and I'm really okay now. So that's literally what happened on the Football Connected this whole week. Now we are just gonna be looking at what happened, the other news, we did not talk about, which I think we need to say something a little bit something about it, which is what has been happening for since the Saudi guys took over. So now for the rest of the show, Sam will be talking about what is the next stage of Newcastle. So firstly, what happened this week? The true Geordie, Brian came out live. He was pretty much excited. He was busy laughing, man. If you could go check it out on the video on the kickoff, you really enjoy it because he was really excited, which is mostly something that I wanted to see him do, for a change. I have no idea why, but yeah, because I really follow these guys. They inspire me. I really pretty much hope to have a studio like them one day where I sit up with some of my friends, have the best thing you can ever have, the most amazing debates talking about football and be just you. I pretty much hope that maybe the Football Connect could grow to that level. So I was really excited watching it and how he feels like things are going to change for Newcastle, how most of the players who are at Newcastle will pretty much not be there in the next coming 2 to 3 years. I believe so, especially if they're going to get a likely of Antonio Conte. People are gonna be moving. First of all, Steve Bruce, we can pretty much hear rumors talking about him being moved away, and then we see what happens from there. And like I told you, there's a news that I'm gonna put out on the screen later on to read the plans that the Newcastle bosses have for you. So it's gonna be really be interesting. Secondly, there's this guys that I didn't know. I think they're called the McBay or something. Please correct me in the comment section if I'm not saying it correctly. I saw them on Don Roby channel, yes, where he was talking about what could be happening next after the Saudis takeover of Newcastle. They were talking about how maybe they won't be able to attract the likes of the Haaland and the bigger players, the Bumpy at the moment, because they don't have, let's face it, Champions League football, because 90% of the players all over the world, they want Champions League football. But for now, what they can get the outcast, the likes of Coutinho at Barcelona, the name that has been appearing the most, Antonio Martial from Manchester United, Raheem Sterling from Manchester City, all those guys who are just being attracted from elsewhere, who can come and be really come and transform Newcastle at the word go, because they're coming in a team which they're gonna be the stars of the show. They're gonna be running the show, and I don't know. January transfer is it's gonna really be interesting for Newcastle. So those are the things that I had people talking about. That maybe I might have missed out to talk about this week. Then also, still continuing about Newcastle, what the papers were saying about Newcastle, which now leads me to jumping on to the story we are going to be reading of the day about Newcastle before we go to do else things, or we go elsewhere. On top of that, the other outcasts that the Newcastles could get is, for example, Harry Kane if things goes well, Mo Salah in the next coming years if Liverpool don't secure him as early as now. Things are just moving so fast, people. I don't even know what to say. But let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section. Now let's dive into other news that we might have missed out. Yes, guys, we are back. So there is the news and the things that we have been happening involving Newcastle and the new managers who are there and what they are really trying to do. For example, we already know that Steve Bruce will be fired. I had actually given him 3 days, which he has survived, but I said, let's see after international break. That's when the news and the movement will be happening there. I've already had rumors that the likes of Steven Gerrard are being linked to come to Newcastle, and the likes of many coaches who can come. Maybe you might even hear Frank Lampard in the story. I'm joking, but those are some of the things you can hear. But anyway, let's read what could be the plan of Newcastle and where could they be going. So Newcastle must bridge the 75 million transfer gap to Manchester United and Manchester City, despite takeover. Uh, Newcastle United takeover by the Saudi owners has been a major news in the past weeks. Yes, you can even see when I was going through back what we talked about. Newcastle is still the news that we've been covering with Amanda Stanley still starting their Premier League ambitions. That's Amanda. That's like I was saying, the pretty lady. I literally have no idea who this is. So Manchester United directors Amanda Stanley are on the right, of course, and Mohammed Gon is it Gonsi on the left. After the takeover, those are the people we're gonna be seeing being the main men. The owner is there, but yeah, the main man. Now let's talk about what is there, what the in-depth look while we read. Newcastle United have grand plans to challenge for the Premier League title in the next coming 5 to 10 years following their takeover that was completed this week. Of course, we all know this. Mikel Ashley era ended with the purchases of the Magpies by the Saudi Arabia Republic funds and also capital partners, whatever brothers, the financial and the Newcastle director Amanda Stanley outlining the new owners' vision to media. Okay, Newcastle deserves to be top of the Premier League. We want to get there. We want to get there. It will take time, but we will get there. Stanley proclaims, "We are proud to be part of this Premier League." Something bit me here, and I'm still feeling the effects. Sorry for that, people. So, what was I reading? Get back. Okay, they deserve it. We want to get there, and it will take time, but we will get there. That's what she said. We are proud to be part of the Premier League. It is an incredible competitive league which we love. Premier League football is the best in the world, and Newcastle is the best team in the world. Of course, you have to say that because you've just signed them, and you pretty much still try to be in their good books, even though you've given them the money. They're gonna be angry with you. Every friend can be angry at everyone. Trust me. Okay, let's read. But of course, you got money, so they might not be angry with you. We want to see those trophies, obviously, at the top of the Premier League in the European. But to get trophies means patience, investment, time. We want everybody to work with us to build this club towards what we need it to be. Social media has flooded with the photoshopped pictures of Kylian Mbappe, Haaland, and other mugged up in Newcastle shed. But due to financial fair play rule, the new owners won't be able to make such rapid investment to improve their squad. So yeah, no Kylian Mbappe and Haaland at the moment because we have our little friend we call financial fair play, which I think the Premier League, my other shareholders, like I mean the other teams like Man City and the other ones, are gonna be looking at so closely when concerning Newcastle because they know they have what it takes to spend whatever they want. So they'll be looking at that closely as we go on. Newcastle have turned a profit of 38 million in the past 3 years, meaning they have the potential to spend over 200 million in the market before financial fair play rule kicks in. But even if they spend that in January transfer, they will be lagging seriously behind the Premier League's most powerful clubs financially. Recently published by the CIES Football Observers in Switzerland have shown the value gap that Newcastle will have to make up to their rivals, which will likely include Manchester United and Manchester City for the Premier League title. Which I feel like United don't even have to be in that comment at this moment. Get the City news, okay. Uh, Manchester City now have Jack Grealish as part of their squad and have started the season in assurance fashion, beating Chelsea and playing with us. Oh, no, I'm not interested in that one. Newcastle squad value, according to the CEC research, is 215 million pounds. Uh, of course, euro. Oh, 215 million euro. That's interesting. That is significant less than United, which is 1.2 billion euro, and City's 1.28 million billion euro. With the two Manchester clubs boasting the two most valuable squad in the world. In short, Newcastle could spend 200 million, but they still have a squad worth around 75 million less than the one that they have been assembling, as that have been assembled at Old Trafford, even at the Etihad, over the past few years. Maybe Manchester clubs don't have to worry too much in short terms, although you can guarantee Newcastle will continue to spend as and will they be allowed to, and they will become strong. So as you can hear, so this has just explained a lot to a lot of people. Newcastle might have the money, but they are under a tight leash, as I like to call it, to not spend as much as they want to spend just now yet, because there are what we call some financial fair play rules which has to be followed, which will allow them to spend as time goes on, but they will be controlled, closely controlled by what we call financial fair play rule, which now when you think about it, it makes sense. We need financial fair play rule to actually be there to control as clubs spend money. Because if they just spend with no anybody telling them to stop, it'll be crazy. But we actually love it that things like this can still happen. So for them to catch up, it's gonna take some time for them to at least try to catch up. Hello, Mr. Karen. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm going over what happened this whole week, and I think you saw my Friday episode of my Friday video where I was really angry that Cristiano Ronaldo won this thing over Mohamed Salah. You can check it out if you didn't. But anyway, I'm just going through what Newcastle are thinking of doing, because this new segment of what the hell happened this week will be our new thing that we go to every single Sunday, because we'll be looking at what has happened all over the Premier League. And how your host will be there to make some crazy comments and just have the best time ever. So today, the biggest news that happened this past week was the Newcastle takeover. So we needed to talk more about it a bit, and just looking at what will happen and what the director Amanda and the rest of the people what they are thinking of doing, coming to where they want to go as a club. So it's looking like it's gonna be an interesting competition. But Newcastle are still under a tight leash of what we call financial fair play, where they are not really allowed to spend as much money. They've got the money, but they cannot spend it. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take them to deal with every single thing that is happening for them to at least be allowed to spend that money. But I hope you are excited, my man, because I know, same like I told you, I am back and I'm gonna be here each and every day of the week giving you news. Even though there's no news, we'll make our own news as the Football Connect, as we'd like to say it. I'm joking. There's always news in the football world. Trust me. We'll always have something to talk about. But I hope you are excited. I'm really excited. I've covered everything that I can. I've read you the articles. But the biggest news you have to keep in mind is this: Antonio Conte said he's interested to spend a little bit of that oil money. And the Football Connect are coming out to public right now to Newcastle. I'll be your biggest talk. I'll talk about you every day. If you can help me spend, get a little bit of that money, I need to get a better camera. I need to get a better studio than my room that I'm in here. I need to get more people to follow me. So if you help me, Newcastle, I'll pretty much make sure that your name is known all over the world. I'm joking. I'm just joking, people. But I will definitely be talking about Newcastle, because really, I think it's now time we take them and put them there. They are one of those clubs we need to look at and talk about the most, because they are there now. They are there. They are there. It's going to be exciting, I tell you. Let me see what I can do now, because there's something that I just want to show the world. Yes, people, to those people who are worried, who are wondering where did Sam get the news that Conte is interested in taking over. Yeah, I just could follow social media, and there are some official pages that I follow and I've learned to trust and believe them, which You can see they've given you where you can go get the information about Conte trying to come in and get something from Newcastle. This is what they're saying. Antonio Conte said he would be interested in the Newcastle job. Source is Newcastle Chronicle. Go check it out. You actually get a full depth story about what Antonio Conte said. Let me check if there's any other Newcastle news in this transfer thing live. If there's anything. Newcastle are planning on a raider on Manchester United's Eric Bailly, Donny van der Beek, Jesse Lingard, and Antonio Martial. That is what Daily Mirror are saying. And Inter Milan are interested in rumor. Oh no, that is other news. Manchester United is said to be offered a new deal. Okay, not really interested. Remember, we're on the Newcastle. James Tarkowski is likely to become one of the first signings of the new era at Newcastle, with Burnley defender understood to be keen on the move. Of course, everyone wants to be where the money is. And that's where the continuous comes in. He wants also to be there. Newcastle are set to sack Steve Bruce this week. Graham Jones is expected to be in charge for the game against Tottenham Hotspur. The Mirror does respond. Newcastle have joined the rest to sign Paris Saint-Germain forward Mario Icardi, but Tottenham and Juve are also interested in the Argentina international. Interesting news. And Manchester United have agreed initially to try to sign Erling Haaland in the next transfer news. And breaking news, Michael Ashley is interested in buying Derby County Football Club after selling Newcastle over 30 million. So the money he wants to spend it. So Steve Bruce is expected to be paid off 80 million from Newcastle if is expected to be, of course, to be coming to an era in the club. So yeah, he's going to be paid so well, so you can go there smiling well. Newcastle's new owner have begun their plotting on spending spree of about 190 in January. The new owner have told the fans to be in an open letter to expect ambition as it will emerge as 180 the transfer spend in within the financial fair play rule, according to Daily Telegraph. So there is a lot of news which is involved when it comes to Newcastle. We are going to be going through this. This is a little bit of what happened during this week. So we'll see what happens. Let me hear what Mr. Karen is saying on that. If Conte becomes Newcastle's manager, that would be crazy. I know. I know. I don't know if I'm really ready for that, but he said he's interested. So, of course, they might go after him because he is really not managing anything at this moment. But we will definitely see what happens. It's gonna be interesting. Benzema just scored. I can hear the craziness outside there. But anyway, guys, Mr. Karen, like I told you, every single day of the week, I'll be here live in your faces. So if you had missed this face, it's gonna be here longer than you even want it to be. But anyway, on top of that, I just wanna say thank you very much to those people who keep subscribing. It means a lot to me, even though it's taking slowly, but we will get there to that 1,000 subscriber mark. That's where we're still hoping to reach. Let your friends know that the Football Connect is there, that there is a crazy person. Oh, am I really crazy? I don't know. You let me know. There's this person who's trying to make sure that the world enjoy football as we like it to be. Name Sam. So I'm always gonna be in your faces. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll be back again later on tomorrow to see what news we are talking about. I'll set the whole thing early in the morning that we see where we go on. I think tomorrow morning I'll be doing what we call social media watch, which I started as well, which is gonna be something that of the shows that goes on. Then the other shows will come as we go on. But remember, we're still in the international break. I'm really not loving it, but yeah, we are stuck here, but let's see where we go on. You can check it out if you missed anything about the stream. But thank you for that love, Mr. Karen. I just saw your message right now. I'll be putting it here. You said love the stream, Sam. Thank you. And there's a thumbs up to those people who cannot see. Check it in the comment section. Thank you very much, sir. It means a lot to me. I'll be back again tomorrow. There'll be more more content that I'm gonna be putting as well on our TikTok page. Remember, we have a 20,000 followers people on our TikTok, so you can go check it out. We are gonna be trying by all means to push those 20,000 to come on our YouTube page, and also about 3,000 followers on our Facebook page, so you should check that one out as well. We are still just dragging on our TikTok and our Twitter and our Instagram page. I think those are the ones with less followers. Even our YouTube, even our Football Connect Shorts has more followers now than our Twitter and the Instagram, which is crazy. But anyway, we'll get to that one. Thank you very much for that. For watching, guys. I'll be back again tomorrow. Click that like button, subscribe to the Football Connect if you haven't, because that'll mean a lot. You pretty much put a smile on my face. Thank you very much for watching. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Let me read what Mr. Karen has said, because I've just received an alert here on my thing that I'm looking at here. Yes, that's what Mr. Karen is saying. Have a good rest on your night. See you tomorrow. Thank you, say. I'm signing out. Goodbye. And we will be back tomorrow. We're out.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.